Hello everybody, Pambrie here from Pambrie channel, and I want to come to you today and explain about all the guns right here in Apex Legends and which one is the best one that will get you to that champion, to become the champion of Apex Arena right here. So yep, I'm gonna be able to tell you one by one, each ammo by each ammo right here, and we're gonna go through one of them, including the golden gun and the grenade as well, which one you should be using right here. So let's start with this category, which is this one right here, the energy ammo category, which only have 2 guns right now. I think they need a little bit more love, aka make this a little bit more accessible and maybe add 1 more gun to the energy rifle category. That is for the Apex. That's what I think. Firstly, we're gonna use the base kit, aka the normal ordinary kit without any attachment. Then we will fully kit them out and compare them. Now, I have done this already, so you guys don't have to worry. I have my conclusion in my head already, but this is for demonstration purposes. Now we start with the L-Star first. L-Star, in my feeling right now, current meta as of the February of 25th, 2020, I don't think that this weapon is in the good, like, I would not recommend this. Personally, I would not pick this up. Now you'll see why. This is what it does. Okay, you might say, oh, that was pretty fast. The thing is that they say that the bullet projectile is a little bit bigger, aka, but it make no sense to pick this up because you have the Havoc. Look. Now that is much faster, isn't it? The thing is that with the L-Star, with the wind up, like, it shoot right away and it does not run out. So the best way to use the Havoc, I mean the L-Star, is to treat it like a burst weapon. You know, you have to understand when to stop. You see the gauge rising up? They happen with all kind of scope right here. As you can see, the gauge rise up. Every one of that that it does with the L-Star right here. So nevertheless, this weapon, time to kill, and it just couldn't compete with with the Havoc in the same energy ammo category. Now, if I kitted the Havoc up and the L-Star as well, I'll kit them up. Okay, and I put any scope. I mean, I don't think that scope matters so much. It's just your preference. But in this category, we'll use the 1X, the most common scope that we can find. It does change nothing. The scope doesn't mean that you're gonna get better accuracy. It means that you're gonna be zoomed in a little bit more. That's about it. But this one is one of the scope that I recommend. This one right here. And 2 times, the 2 times is okay. It does have a really thick kind of a metal part that block your wheel. AKA, if people come in third party you, this scope is not gonna be so good. The hollow one is not as good as this one. You see how much open space that you have on the screen compared to this one. I'm gonna be able to just do that right now, just comparing the scope. This one is a little bit more zoomed in, so making it really hard to make a close range engagement. I also would not recommend this. I recommend the 2 times, the 1.2x, this one right here, this one, and this one right here. This is my go-to for the normal scope. As for this one, it's versatile, but can you make up for killing 2 people? If you want to kill 2 people and move your thing, it's not gonna be a snap. It's not gonna be that easy. As for this, you just move it like that, and as you can see, I can just track my target from here to here without this just being in my face. But if I do the 4 times, wow. I just don't think that this is a recommended one. So I recommend this, and this scope right here. Scope wise, let's just say that in my testing that the Havoc is one of the strongest weapon, the fastest time to kill, and very consistent for me. This is definitely my recommendation that you pick up this gun. And if you haven't used it yet, or give it a go yet, do so. It won't disappoint you. This gun does have a little bit of a charge up time. As you can see before it fired the barrage of bullet. But with its 32 bullet in the magazine, this thing will allow a lot of error. It's friendly and it's forgiving in terms of recoil control as well. So I highly recommend this Havoc as a gun that and also you can attach the select fire. Paired with the Prowler is one of the best combo that that is in this season 4 right now. As of today, I strongly feel if I can have two guns that I confidently go into the match, it would be the Havoc and the Prowler, because if you get select fire, you don't have the Prowler, you just slot it into this. It's safe backspace. See, it's safe a lot of backspace, just not being in your inventory, sitting here doing nothing. Moving on. I want to save this for last, because this is the thing that people will not encounter throughout their game. As for the grenade, let's do a grenade right now. Grenade, I think I'm just gonna review them right now. So since I'm gonna need to also, like, you know, queue up and things like that, I can tell you that if the most versatile one that you want is this one right here, the Arc Star. Now, this grenade deals 100 damage in a large radius. Now, this is possibly one of the largest radius, the normal grenade right here. It's good for, like, zone controlling. If your enemy is running away, throw it behind him, and thing like that. That would be good. As in terms of engagement, Arc Star do the best out of the job of this. Arc Star do the best. Engaging, whether you hit the opponent or not, this is still a very good one. Now it hit for 30, then 70. Now, in total, 100 damage. Whether you hit the opponent or not. Look. So what does this tell us about Arc Star? Arc Star does not do 130 damage, whether you stuck them or not. It will always deal 100 damage. If you stuck an enemy, thought that, oh, you're gonna do extra damage, well, it doesn't. Now the last one, this is the Thermite Grenade. This is underrated. Now I say this is underrated, it's true. Not a lot of people using this. But this is, in my opinion, one of the strongest grenades. Now you might think, that's... who's gonna stand there doing nothing and just die? But in terms of how long it stay there, compared to these two that just disappear, this thing stay. Look. And if I stay in here and I try to run, it still deal extra damage, even though afterward, okay, after my initial being in that grenade duration, it still deal extra. So what happened if I just, like, okay, here, got out right away? Does it deal 100? No, it doesn't. But what it does is that it creates a zone that is hard to escape with how large it is. And if you're stuck in a corner, this is a good one to zone your opponent. And it's much better than the Arc Star itself. The Arc Star does have the ability to slow down an opponent like this. It still make it hard to escape. But I'm just saying that the Thermite right now is just underrated. This thing does have a wind-up time. People can escape. This? No, no, no. You throw it down. Boom. Right away. People should use more of this. This is the strong grenade for sure. I highly recommend this one. So if I'm gonna be picking up, I would pick Thermite and Arc Star combo. And you only need like 4 of them. So I do not think that you should use 2 inventory of the grenade too much. So 2 of each is fine. So keeping 2 Thermite, 2 Arc Star in your inventory, it will be beneficial. Moving on to the Sentinel here. Sentinel, let's say I did not recommend this gun. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit faster because I feel like my series is very slow right now. 65 damage. With how much time you have to wait per shot, even though you hit a headshot, which you should. If you're wanting to play Sentinel effectively, then I highly recommend that you hit headshots, because 130 damage is not something to be taken lightly. Okay, now this thing deal a 65 to body shot, and I want my testing to be all about body shot, because headshots sometimes come a little bit hard for normal people, aka like casual fans or people that are just wanting to, you know, in a rough situation, they just Havoc as well, L-Star as well. We're not gonna take in any headshot as a thing. I'm just gonna talk about the recoil pattern and the body shot and its potential. This one, even though with the charge shield charge like this, okay, it will deal 100 damage to the shield, depleting them right away. Whether you have golden armor, purple armor, it will just completely deplete it right away. Boom, sap, and it's gone. The thing with this is that they EA make it, I mean Respawn make it that you shot one time, and only if one shot just hit, you be able to initiate another team right away. You just go in with other gun and just mow them down. Now this is a good initiator too. This is a gun that that you want to use for initiating the fight right here, but I would still not recommend it. Charge rifle is the same thing. I still would not recommend this. It take a long time to kill. If you want to kill one person with 200 HP, look, take 1 burst, 2 bursts, 3 bursts. Now that is too long, and it's been nerfed so that it does not have extended mag, which I think this is a mistake. They should have extended mag to make this gun viable. Say I miss 1 shot, my initial look, it's just not okay, and I missed only 1 shot and it's gonna cost me, and I couldn't kill people anymore. I do not recommend this gun at this stage, at this time. I do not approve of it, and I don't think that is viable right now. Longbow. Kitting out the longbow is the same thing. It deals 55 damage and you can spam it. But I also will not recommend this gun in my Acerno as well. Why, you might ask? Oh, it shot fast, but it took 4 shots to kill somebody at all ranges right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just not viable for me. I'm not recommending this, even though I kitted it out and things like that. Hello? Revenant? Revenant? Hello? This is weird. Huh! That never happened before. Well, anyway, I will, maybe that is the effect of Disruptor round? No, I was using longbow. What the hey was that? I have no idea. I'm scared, dude. Is this game is messing with me? Hello? You saw that, right? These things just flop on its own. This is scary shit, dude. Anyway, next. It's the only sniper rifle that I recommend at this point, which is triple take. The only sniper that I want to carry, that I want to use, is this gun right here, a triple take. Now you might be asking why triple take. It doesn't even like it's May and thing like that. But this is definitely good at short range. You can use it as a shotgun. Mid range, I don't think that you want to use it unless you zoomed in, because this gun is better zoomed in than not zoomed in right here. You can use it as a shotgun in close range. It works for sure. Versatile. Definitely versatile right here. And when you shot them up, what precision choke do is that they focuses your aim into tiny one. Now if you don't have the choke, this is what it look like, right? And you deal a total of 69 damage. And you burst it a lot more consistent than the longbow DMR does. You thought, you might miss a shot or thing like that. No, this thing will still do really well without cheated. Even the iron sight itself, you will hit shots. And this is the only sniper that I feel that is competitive at this time. It only takes 3 shots to down, while longbow take 4 shots to down someone. This is viable in this this season right here, and I highly recommend the triple take over these 3. Moving on to the next category, which is gonna be the heavy ammo category. The wingman, the people that say that you should learn this, and they got good reason for that. This gun is strong. In the right hand, of course, it is strong. But the thing with this is, you see it takes 5 shots to kill someone with 200 HP. I'd rather be having a prowler, having any of these guns. It will be stronger than the wingman to do 5 shots successfully with it. As you can see, it varies. It will excel in long range, but not so much if your opponent is moving around. This is the training ground. I can tell you that you will miss a shot on this thing. And this is unforgiving. This gun does not forgive you for missing shot. It doesn't. It does not forgive you at all. So if you miss some shot, you think that you'll come out on top, you reload, and you get back in and you will win fight. Nah, it will be too late. I only recommend this gun if you're a pro, if you are confident with your aim that you can hit like this kind of a magnum. If you're really good with Desert Eagle and Counter-Strike, then go for wingman. Wingman will also not disappoint you. For me, it's not for me. I will not recommend this gun to you at this point. Next one, the split fire. Kitted out or non-kitted right here doesn't make much of a difference. I will... Oh, they dispersed. This is what it looked like when you're shooting the split fire. Now, thing that make the split fire so bad, is its recoil. It's really bad. I'm sorry for that. Just gas, of course. But it's recoil without any attachment, aka bolt. These extended mag didn't really matter, but no stock, no bolt. Make your life difficult with this gun. But kitted out, this gun is also not competitive with the Prowler. The R301, R99 will also trump this gun. I will not recommend you pick this up. See a split fire, you pick it up, you will lose against a lot of guns. The only thing that is good with is forgiving. You can hold down triggers so long that yo mama joke is not relevant anymore. Wow. Yeah, I'm serious, okay? This is just really long in terms of holding a trigger down. And you can moving from one target to another target without even let go. But the recoil is worse. The recoil is terrible with this gun. Not recommended. Moving on to the Prowler right here. Prowler is really good burst or non-burst variant. Both of them are really good. See how fast that is? The TTK on this is amazing. Now the only thing with the downside with this base variant is that it doesn't really allow you to have a lot of error on it. AKA if you miss a shot on this base, you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time. But this is one of the best gun right now that I really like in this season. This is really good. Now let's kit them out with everything that we can find, of course. Stock, of course. And we're gonna use the auto mode. And this gun, despite having recoil, that is really impressive. Now the training mode, I think they expire after like how many minutes? 20 minutes. Oh boy. And it's been 20 minutes already. Me explaining everything, guns, grenade, everything right here. I hope that you can bear with me. Just hope that you get something out of this video, because I'm really showing you guys. Now the thing is that I want to kit out this gun first, so let's do that. Prowler, definitely recommended. Very strong. Still got a lot of recoil right here, but I still highly recommended this gun with the extended mag, making it a beast right here. Without extended mag, you will possibly have difficult time with this gun. But even though with the level 1 or 2, or yeah, with the level 1 or 2, you will do good with this gun. Hemlock is the next one right here on the category. Hemlock is not really in my recommendation list, so I'll have to pass on that. I think I should make a video again and just go for the gun that I recommend, because it's too long. And yeah, I think I want to cut the video a little bit short, but this is the full version, so let's do the full version first, since I made it this far, right? And I don't want my work to go to waste. Now, with the Hemlock itself, I would not recommend this at all. This is not a good gun. I mean, by all means, if you pick this out in the early game, it's okay. But kitted out or non-kitted, this gun is not competitive by all means. I would not recommend it. Kitted or non-kitted. The flatline is like a... It's a non-forgiving weapon with the recoil. The recoil is something that this gun is really bad at. AKA, if you wanna play the flatline, you have to have good recoil control. Even though you do a burst, like what I'm doing right here, I'm timing the burst making sure that every shot kind of hit. It's still really hard. And even at distance, this gun, it does have a good profiling in terms of a 19 damage, but trust me guys, this is not the thing that you want to be having when you fight like a high level player, you know. And with the anvil receiver, of course it make it like a wingman right here, but with 30 ammo, which is amazing, right? Yes, it is. It is quite good with the anvil receiver mode, and you can just try your best. But time to kill wipe, not impressive, right? So this is also not my go-to, because like you can just have the Havoc, the Prowler do the job for you, and they will do so much better than the Flatline itself. So goodbye Flatline. Moving on to the light ammo category, the most used, most you know, most common to find right here. Starting with the RE45. RE45 have a really bad recoil unless you're around this range. This thing is okay. It's a mini version of the R99. I think that is okay. Is like an okay gun. Not recommended by any means. You should swap this gun if you have a chance. Okay, this gun, same with the P2020. Even though with the hammer point round AK, you just nail the thing first, and then it start dealing a whopping 35 damage, which is impressive and all, but the pros say, even Trout say that this gun is like really powerful. The golden variant, which have the hammer point, the barrel stabilizer, oh sorry, the extended mag, and the digital thread. I can see why people say that it's powerful, because it's sheer amount of power of that punch. Once you get rid of the shield, this thing punch hard like the Mozambique, but it's not reliable, it's not consistent, and I do not think that you should be using it if you're thinking about competitive or rank play. Next one is the R301, my favorite gun. Now this gun is so versatile, so good, and I think this is one of the best gun that you can find as in the light ammo category. Laser accuracy, good recoil. There's nothing that you don't want a gun to do that R301 doesn't do. Even without the extended mag at all, it will still kill 200 enemy, 200 ammo, 200 armor guy right here with no headshot at all. This thing is powerful, this thing is good, and you should be using it if you're thinking about competitive play. I love this gun, and I only have high praise for this gun right here. R99, on the other hand, I feel like this gun is being overhyped, it's been nerfed for a good reason. And you might think, wow, R99, what an impressive kind of a gun. But as you can see, if you're strafing and fighting, you will misshot. And what happened with that is, you will not have an accuracy that you might want to have. As in R301 do a lot of a better job than this gun right here. Let me show you the comparison between these two. I'm gonna fully kit them. The same thing. I don't need anvil receiver on this. That's done. So if I'm strafing, I have ammo to spare. With the R301. using Octane right here. And if I strafe, doing this exact same thing, as you can see, I'm moving a little bit more than the R301 because the R301 is categorized as a assault rifle, while this one is categorized as a machine gun. Unless you wanna be like super quick in your like strafing, aka you have to tap it very regularly. And of course, if you're the R301 main, this is what it looks like. This is your movement right here. 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. That's how you do it. Why the R301 is more like AD, AD, AD. See? The difference is quite massive. I still think that R301 I mean R99 is okay, but I still would prefer the R301 over it. Now this gun right here, Alternator, have a really nice place in my heart. I like it a lot. Alternator, I don't know if it's gonna be in your heart as well, but I highly recommend that you give it a try if you don't have R301 or R99. It's not impressive by all means, time to kill wise, but what is impressive is accuracy. The time to kill is bad, of course, but you know, you have some bullet left afterward, and it's good, you know, it's really good, and it's automatic, and it's reliable, it's better than RE45. A very nice gun if you don't have the R99 or R301. I still think that R99 and R301 is a little bit better, but if you want to have accuracy and landing your shot and not to be risky like R99, I would actually pick this up rather than R99. So yeah, the last weapon in the light ammo category will be the G7 Scout. The G7 Scout is a gun that that a lot of people say, oh wow, this is a good gun, it lands shot and things like that, but I don't think that this is a really good gun. With the 34 damage to the body and how fast it can shoot, you might think that this is impressive, and the recoil might even let you hit headshot because it go up. Okay, it just go up. You're aiming at the chest area, it will sometimes bounce to the head, and all you need to do is spam that trigger. Okay, all you have to do is spam that trigger. Now how about the double tap one? I still would not recommend this over the other one. Now you might think, oh, this is impressive, well, you know, being able to dish out 60 damage plus in mere millisecond like that. But the thing is that after the burst, tack 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 tack, and then it have a little bit of a delay. That delay is actually gonna make you lose the fight against these, and these. So I do not recommend it. Even though it's full auto, you will still lose a fight against this gun, and this gun. It really depends on occasion. But that's it for my category. I would still not recommend the G7 Scout. I would recommend only the R301, R99, and Alternator as my three of the gun that I would go with in ranked. Now the last one is the shotgun category right here. Wow, how many minutes has it been? 34 minutes. Okay. I want this video to just make a difference, okay? Make a difference, you know, for an opinion. I think it will be useful. It will be. So, Mozambique. People say it's trash for a good reason. This thing is not good. Passing, it took a really long time to go past the shield right here. And if it's like a weapon that you have to go with, it's really one of the worst weapon in Apex Legends. I would like to see some love. Firstly, increase ammo in Mozambique to 6. This is what I want to do though. 6 ammo in Mozambique. Why? Because it will be viable to compete with this and this. And then people will actually start using the Mozambique. Finally. Next one. Don't use it. In conclusion, don't use it unless you really have to. The Peacekeeper, which people say is one of the god of shotguns. And this is the kitted out version. As you can see, if I do not kit it, it's even worse. The delay is unbearable. In its base form without choke, shotgun bolt, what it really does is it increases the damage. I mean, the fire rate of the shotgun itself. It increases the delay between shots of the shotgun. An effective range of Peacekeeper is around here. Effective range. This right here is not effective. You have to be around here. This distance right here with the FOV of 104. Yep. To actually be competitive with this gun. Take 3 shots from this distance. 2 from here. But as you can see, you really want to get up close and personal with the Peacekeeper. And it will serve you well if you land a shot, of course, and if you caught people off guard, but you still will get nailed by the R99, the R301. You can still lose against that. Now, the only shotgun that I recommend in this season 4 as of this time is the EMOTES. Unkitted. Doesn't have anything. It actually do well with this range. Look. 5. A 5-shot kill from this range is not bad. From this range is a little bit further. Of course. Because I'm standing much further from here. I'm standing from here. And it's not really effective that much. But you kitted this out without the double tap trigger. Now I want you to be able to use this without. You want to use this gun without the double tap trigger. Why? Because you can hold down the. It's like automatic, right? Hold down. But I treat it like a Peacekeeper. I treat it like a wingman. And I spam my trigger myself. But also you can just hold down the trigger knowing that it will fire at full speed. And is this forgiving with 8 ammo in its magazine? It does not have the delay like the Peacekeeper. And it's one of the best best shotgun, I think. Other than the Mastiff, which is a go weapon, but Mastiff will be better than all of these 3. That is a lot slower than a normal speed of the automatic. If you have the shotgun bolt, I wouldn't really recommend the double tap trigger. It also throw off your aim as well because of the unpredictable pause that it have between the thing. This is not a good attachment at all. I thought that it would fire really fast, like faster than, but it's not that good. If it fire with a better delay, if it doesn't pause as long, it would be so competitive. But that's it for all of the shotgun. Now we're gonna cover the care package weapon. The devotion right here used to be just a ground drop, you know, kind of a loot. I still would not recommend this. You might say, oh, why? Such golden gun. Wow, such power. And you can down 2 people in 1 magazine with some left to spare. Why wouldn't you want this thing? Well, this thing is having a really bad recoil pattern. It will throw you off. It will go here, and it will not stay in the middle. It throw you off. This gun throw you off. Now you might think, oh, it's not too bad, you know. The Havoc is actually better. It throw you off. It do a curve like a circle thing. Even though you try to recoil control it, you cannot control this devotion. The fire rate is just wild. Even with the mouse, you might have to set the sensitivity really low. But even that is hard. And I don't think that this is viable compared to Havoc or Prowler or R301. I still think that this is not a weapon that you should be picking up if you want to win fight. Mastiff is definitely the only golden weapon in this category that I would highly suggest picking up from the drop weapon. Why? First, you can do it like this. Forgiving pattern. Very forgiving. Very forgiving shot and accuracy. Even though you have doo-doo aim, you will still come out on top of those 3 shotgun. But aiming downside is what you want to be, you know, you want to do with this shotgun. Very good to down people with just a 3 shot or even 2 shot up close. So, aiming downside is definitely the strong point of this weapon. If you're strafing and things like that, make sure you be able to just do a little bit of aim downside with the Mastiff. It would not let you down and it would win you fight more than you know it. They're not aiming downside. This is like kind of like a panic shot more than you want to kill people shot, but this is not ideal, okay? This is not ideal as in, if you're not aiming downside of weapon. You want to aim downside with Mastiff. If you want to be successful with the Mastiff. The last one will be the Kraber. Now the thing why this is not in my recommended list, and why I still take the triple take over this. Of course, if there's a Kraber, I would take it because I barely get any time to play with this thing. And I want to play more with it. But, you know, that care package did not come easily. 145, and there will be a 2-shot down right here. Most people, if they do not have the 200 HP, will almost die from this one Kraber shot. Well, of course they have. They will have 5 HP left. But by that time, they are a goner by any other follow-up push by your team. Now, this is a good weapon. Ooh, look at that zoom. And you can use it at all ranges. The only thing with this weapon that I feel that is not viable is it's not like Opper, you know. It took a lot longer than an AWP shot in Counter-Strike, right? Just look at that. You can just get four triple take shot in, and having 3 more left in the magazine. 4 shot to kill someone at this range, and it's faster than this gun. Think about it for a second. Triple take versus Kraber, I would take triple take in terms of its stat and what it can do. The Kraber is not the god gun that you think that you'll be able to dominate people with. So that wrap up my series, and I'm gonna do a lot of video editing after this, I hope. and I'll be able to get this content out to you guys. Please come visit me if you haven't known yet in the link down below right here. Below. After like 10 minutes or how many ever minutes there is, please check out the link below here. Twitch at HexXGenray, Facebook at Pambrie Life, YouTube at Pambrie, and Twitter at Pambrie Life again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the stream. Bye bye for now. Cheers!